Hi and welcome to Brainstorm bonus content. This bonus content is going to consist of pieces from a couple different recording dates. The first part is from May 31st, where Raz, Rene, and I talk about atheist money and religious money. The second part is from June 14th with Mike, Lana, Rene, and Dave, and we talk about Trinity University, Aquinas' 5 proofs, and then we geek out a little bit. From the Daily Chaos. No heathens served because we're better than you.
Okay, how did they, was it some restaurant or something won't serve atheists?
No, actually, this is about the guy who, because of that law and that they were trying to pass where you could discriminate against homosexuals.
Oh, in Arizona?
And this guy put up the stickers in his window saying, "We don't discriminate. If you've got money, we're selling."
Right.
That's what this article is kind of about.
Sounds like something that should be on a church.
Yeah, if you've got money, we're selling. Yeah, but apparently it made quite a few of the more religious people around.
Well, they got all up in arms that there's someone willing to say, "I don't give a shit."
Yeah, they got pissed because they were saying that's not in this article, but I remember hearing about them talking.
They're undermining our bullshit law.
Yeah, they actually thought that they claimed they were being bullied because some businesses were putting up this "We don't discriminate" stickers.
I could run into a homosexual when I'm in that store.
Must be bullied, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Why can't these people just go and get fucking ran over or something? Do something constructive with their time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Done and done. Please stop bothering us.
Get off my planet.
Why are you breathing my oxygen?
All right.
Oh, and this is about how the new atheist movement doesn't really acknowledge class distinction or economic disparity.
How's that?
Well, apparently, and I've noticed this a bit myself, is some of the higher intellectuals or prominent atheists and skeptics are higher education people, and which is why they're atheists and skeptics. Mm-hmm. But they don't really talk much, or they don't. It seems at times as though it's kind of an upper middle class movement.
Okay.
More so than, which is, I was talking to Mike about it a while ago, and it seems to me like, because I associate as an anarchist and as an atheist, right?
All right.
And anarchism kind of is a lower income bracket movement or idea set.
Right.
And atheism, I always kind of associated the two together because anarchism is kind of no leaders, no rulers. So why would you have a God? But in the lower income brackets, they still have a lot of belief.
Well, it's understandable because it's faith is free.
Yeah.
Well, faith, religion, and the Bible is a crutch. It's what a lot of people turn to in time of crisis, right?
Yeah, and when your entire life is a fucking crisis.
Exactly. When you have nothing, you're going to turn to something that'll
grab
give
what
you
you can.
that hope.
It's easy to understand why that is.
Yeah.
And same for the anarchism being a lower class thing. I mean, if you're a leader of society, you're not going to be out campaigning for your own
that's right.
downfall, right?
I don't know. In my head, I always associated the two, but maybe that's just because that's my association.
So they're saying that somehow because people are atheists, they should be speaking out against poverty.
Well, yeah, this article is a little weird. It's almost as if they think that
it has nothing to do with
the atheist movement should have a stance on economic disparity.
No,
and
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
People should have a stance on that.
Well, that's just it. It's not a...
And it's the same with regards to atheism v. faith. in a creator or whatever. That's people have an opinion on that. People have an opinion on social mobility and social strata, that sort of thing. It doesn't. Your opinion doesn't change based on whether you're an atheist or
that's
you
right.
believe in God, or it ought not to.
But then again, there's also that idea of the churches seem to have that as that's their trump card, you know. Well, you're attacking the church, but look what we do for the poor.
Yeah, isn't the Roman Catholic Church like the richest landowner in the world or some such? They certainly have a shit ton of money sitting in their vaults that they are not currently using to help poor people.
Yeah.
Mother Teresa's big mission was just to give people a dignified death.
I'm not debating, but
I know.
But that is the trump card. That is the trump card.
Yeah, and I'm just explaining why it has absolutely zero value.
Once you start analyzing any of it, it's all bullshit.
If atheists should be doing something with their means. But we don't have any sort of organization.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Is that,
and I would actually be surprised if you looked into it if there wasn't various outfits, bigger ones like say American Atheists, that sort of thing, that didn't do charitable donations.
For sure, yeah. I'm sure they do. Yeah,
it's just
we don't have the resources to draw upon like some of these churches do. It's certainly not Roman Catholic or Southern Baptist megachurch level shit. Yeah. Even just a regular corner Lutheran church or whatever still has more resources to draw upon than any typical like the CFI group sort of thing. They can't compare in resources to any church where people show up every weekend and throw them a bunch of money.
Yeah, even one church.
Yeah.
Like it's a national organization that can't even compete to even a small religious group.
Rich or poor alike, they all throw something in the fucking collection plate when it comes around.
That's right, yeah.
Unless you're
10% in some cases.
You're trying to lighten it up on its way by you. Ooh, that's a fat envelope. I'll keep that one. I don't think it behooves anyone to give a shit about any issue based on being where they fall on the atheism faith spectrum.
Problem with that is usually anytime the church comes out with, yes, they're helping the poor or they're doing these things. It's usually there's usually kind of a string attached where it's like, then you have to come to the have to come to the services. Here's her Bible.
Bible reading at every whatever soup kitchen.
Sing for your supper.
Yeah.
For some reason, that reminded me. I was watching. I can't remember whether it was a podcast or an article I was reading, but the money issue is when that statue they're putting up, the Baphomet statue.
Yeah. Yep.
In this article, they're talking about how, whereas the argument for putting up the Baphomet statue is that, okay, if you're going to open up this doorway of that, you're putting up the 10 Commandments. You're opening the doorway to, then everyone's got to be able to put something up.
Right.
And the argument they're saying with that is that that's going to end up being a losing battle because, once again, any churches are going to have way more money than any kind of...
That's kind of what David Richards was saying last recording. Like he said, basically, there's no organization that can match what the Christian different denominations can do.
Yeah.
Well, that may very well be, but when it does go up, there'll be lots of pictures taken of it.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to undo those pictures.
No. Although it'd be kind of funny because Scientology has a big war chest. That'd be entertaining for them to put some Xenu statues.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that allowed? Are you allowed to make a graven image of Xenu the Space Lord?
Probably not.
Well, no, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, they probably can't.
Tom Cruise will come swallow your soul.
No, because you're only allowed that's something that's leaked out that's you're not supposed to know until you reach
that's right.
operating thetan level 3 or 4 or something.
So stupid.
We're not even supposed to know about
we're not supposed to know about Xenu.
Yeah, our brains aren't equipped to handle it. It just sounds stupid to us. Because we're not fucking smart enough.
Yeah.
We looked ahead. We looked ahead in the video game cheat book and saw.
Yeah.
Well, maybe now that everybody knows about Xenu, they can make statues.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they'll change their doctrine.
Yeah, it all happened, 7 trillion years ago? I mean, that's a period of time that nobody actually agrees exists.
But yet they had DC-9s that had rockets instead of propellers.
Yeah, and a bad sci-fi author knew about it.
Yeah, totally.
Huh, Joseph Smith is the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
The magic rocks are something that only I can see. Yeah, that's the ticket.
The golden plates.
Yeah, or whatever.
God only let me translate it similarly the second time, not exactly the same.
This isn't the same song. It's only
the funny thing is that's no more ridiculous than any other religion.
No, it really isn't. Yeah.
But it just hasn't been around as long, so it's more open to ridicule.
Yeah.
If it was a few thousand years old, okay, well, now it's sacred.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Well, that's just it. Is you have to have time.
Yeah, that's what's on the actual religion side. And if Scientology is still around in 300 years, I'm sure Tom Cruise will be some sort of cyborg machine overlord, running.
He'll be
running shit.
He'll be the secondary prophet or something like that.
Brain in a jar, a big set of fucking teeth,
jumping off couches, celestial couches.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all for the first part. I'm always on the lookout for atheist or skeptical themed music. I'm not a musician myself, so I can't write anything. And I kind of rely on different sources to help me find good music that's also skeptical. I'm not sure if it's better to just use part of a song or if people like the entire song to be in the episode, to give them a bit of a break from our ranting and raving. But like anything, I'm sure it depends on the song. This song, for this bonus content, is too long for me to justify putting it into a regular episode, which I usually try to keep to an hour and a half. But I think it's probably just fine for a bonus episode. This is Skeptic in the Room by Eddie Scott.
I'm always amazed that some people believe things that defy common sense. How do they accept the bizarre and the odd for which there is no evidence? Sure, some people say that it's harmless, and I wish I could just let it go. But it's not what we know that makes trouble. It's what we know that just isn't so. It's always such a drag to be the skeptic in the room. I state my case and watch the room go silent as a tomb, 'cause I'm the one who always says, how's that supposed to work? Which makes me end up sounding like an overbearing jerk. Yes, it's a drag to always be the lonely skeptic in the room. I have to speak my mind when pseudoscience starts to bloom. Although I try to hold my tongue, I just can't make it quit, 'cause people sure believe some crazy shit. I have a friend, her name is Laura, loves to talk about her aura. Every time she's off her game, her dented aura is to blame. She says everybody's got 'em, cameras have been known to spot 'em, magic, mystic, oral energy. One day I just had to ask her, Laura, make it clear, how's it all supposed to work? Please tell me, I'm all ears. How's an aura get created? Tell me, how's it generated? Is there a hypothesis for how an aura can exist? Maybe you're just having mood swings which you blame on magic woo things. That's the last time Laura talked to me. It's always such a drag to be the skeptic in the room. I state my case and watch the room go silent as a tomb, 'cause I'm the one who always says